was.
Listen, I just want to see Lori. Is she awake?
No, she's been asleep since this morning.
Look, just let me look at her, okay, Miss D? Ever since that Dr. Parker slipped me that sleeping pill, I haven't been able to see much of her.
Sure. You may come in, but don't make any noise, you understand? I'll take a short break and be right back.
Okay, sure. Take your time. You're so beautiful. It's up to you now, babe. Operation was a success. Dr. Melville saved the day. All I gotta worry about now is his fee. That's my problem. Nobody will know about it. Not even if I can help it. But you know something? I'd do it all over again if I had to. I'd do anything for you.
Mandy, would you come in here, please?
My, aren't we businesslike?
Knock it off. I'm in the field all week. It's nice to be able to call my secretary.
I thought I was Carpenter's secretary.
I shared you with other men before. Or do I have to remind you? I want you to call the Ravenswood Hospital and get a hold of a Russ Weaver for me. I think he should still be there.
Who's Russ Weaver?
Well, he is indebted to the organization, you might say.
Heavily?
25 big ones.
Nice gift.
No gift. It was a loan. A clean one. This Weaver kid is a college football star and a friend of Vince Cardello's son. Vince has already set him up to do some straight dock work down in Norfolk.
Why'd he need the money then?
You know, that's what I've always liked about you, Mandy. Your concern for your fellow man.
Well, you'd never give me any information that would get me in trouble, would you, Nick?
You know me better than that. I wouldn't risk that pretty little neck on information you didn't really need to know.
Tell me about this Russ Weaver.
His girlfriend had a bad accident. She's in the hospital. Weaver needed the services of a doctor real quick.
25 grand for an abortion?
Not that kind of an accident. Her car got sideswiped near Ravenswood. That money got her the best neurosurgeon in this country.
Weaver know how much those services cost him?
Probably not. But like I said, it's a clean loan for clean services. Everything's above board. All he has to do is arrange to pay it back. This girlfriend of his, Lori Davidson, must be something pretty special.
Lori Davidson. She's the newscaster's daughter who was involved in that adultery case with Carpenter's son-in-law.
Bingo.
What a small world.
Small and expensive.
How's a college jock like him pay off that kind of money?
Now you're getting into an area you don't need to know anything about. Just get this Weaver character on the phone for me, okay?
Gee, I wonder if anyone would take that kind of gamble for me.
Let's hope you never have to find out.
Yeah, it seems like I've been living in this place. I feel like I gotta be paying room or board or something.
Pretty soon the school's gonna start forwarding the mail here.
Russ, you've been in to see Laurie. How does she really look?
I'll tell you something. After the accident, I really wasn't sure she was gonna pull through or not. When they pulled her out of that wreck, it looked bad. I mean, really, really bad. But after the operation, she's able to move her feet and have some feeling in her legs. And, well, now she looks like the same old Laurie we always knew, just a little sleepier these days.
She's a really lucky girl.
Yeah, listen, Paul, I am really sorry about the car.
Hey, look, don't worry about the car. It was on its last legs anyway. We'll just go into debt and buy a new one.
Thanks.
No, the only thing that's really important is that you and Laurie survive the accident.
Yeah, well, Laurie's got to wait us to come back now.
Yeah, well, she can handle. She's got what it takes. And, Paul, I was serious about what I said. I meant it. I will find a way to pay you back somehow.
Russ, there is no way that you can pay for my car and Dr. Melville. In fact, I thought I'd help you out with medical expenses.
No. Don't worry about that. That's my problem. I brought Melville here, and I'll take care of his fee.
Okay, but I don't want to hear another word about my car. Understand?
I don't know what you're worried about, Paul. Why doesn't Russ just check out his Chicago connections?
Where's your 2 cents, huh?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming. Look, I know you're dying to see Laurie, but I'm afraid she's going to be asleep for a couple of hours. Could you go down maybe and get a bite to eat and come back about 6 or so? I'm sure she'll be up by then.
Yeah, okay, we have to.
Okay.
I'm starved anyway. Come on, you guys.
Bye-bye. See you later.
That's right, Laurie Davidson.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. Her boyfriend got some high-priced surgeon to perform the operation. $25,000. And Capital's footing the bill. Her boyfriend knows Vince Cardello in Chicago.
Well, Cardello is connected with Trench, right?
Nick answers to Cardello. Whatever the big man in Chicago says is cast in bronze. What's so funny?
Oh, nothing. It's just Laurie Davidson's going to be saved by mob money. I bet her old man would love to know that. I'd like to be around to see his face if he ever finds out.
What makes you think he doesn't already know?
Are you kidding? The Crusader? He's going to perform the operation himself. No, it is funny, though. I'll bet the boyfriend is the only one who knows anything about it. Even little Miss Ravenswood doesn't know. It's beautiful.
Not to change the subject, but have you done anything about the dent you put in the company car?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to Roanoke to get it fixed, and I don't want anybody to know about it. Would have been bad enough with my own car, let alone one Capital gave me to use. A lousy way to start a new job, don't you think?
My lips are sealed.
That's nice.
Thanks, Scott. Come see.
What, here?
What'll it be, folks?
Beer?
Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
3 beers, please.
So if it's okay with you guys, after we see Laurie again, I'll go back with you then.
It's okay if Paul drives.
Yeah, I gotta get back to Norfolk pretty soon. I hope I still got a job waiting for me when I get back.
The way things are going, Russ, you could use a couple of them.
Well, I'll let you know when Becky and I are coming back down. You can come with us.
Thanks, but one time I have open is Saturdays, and I'll probably have to use that to make some extra money. No, I'll probably come down nights by bus from Kingsland.
Weaver, I don't know how you're going to get your studying done.
Yeah, Russ, you better be careful how you spend your time the next couple of months.
I'm afraid I think my time's already been managed out for me.
Excuse me. Did I hear someone say that your name is Russ?
Yeah,
Russ Weaver?
that's right.
Well, I've been trying to call you all day at Ravenswood Hospital. My name's Mandy Boland. I work for Nick Trench.
I don't know any Nick Trench.
Well, he knows you. He's been trying to reach you about the specialist from Washington.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be going back to Kingsley pretty soon with my friends here.
If I were you, Mr. Weaver, I'd get in touch with Mr. Trench before you go.
Hmm, 72. That is just about where it should be. Oh, honey, you are looking so much better. There's color coming back into those cheeks.
I feel better.
Good.
Mom, I want to give you a little surprise. A present, sort of.
What?
Look. Look at my feet.
Oh, Lori, that's wonderful. Oh, that is the best present that I could have. I am so proud of you, sweetheart. You're going to be running around before you know it.
Mom, about those things that I said before the operation,
About Faith?
I was wrong to say what I did. I was all mixed up. I didn't have the faith that I should have had. I know that it was only the faith of you and Dad that pulled me through. I know that now.
And what about yourself?
Oh, I'm recovering in more ways than one. I might have strayed. No. Even though I did stray from what I believe, God never strayed from me. He was right there, whether I wanted to accept him or not.
Why don't you just rest for a minute?
No. Who are you calling?
I have an awful lot of good news to tell, and I think your father should hear it now.
Looks like this quarter's turned out better than we'd hoped for. Although there are two items in the loss column here that stand out like sore thumbs. This one, for instance. $25,000 medical. What's that mean?
Mr. Trench and I were just talking about that. You'll be interested to know that that sum of money went to Lori Davidson.
Lori Davidson?
Actually, it went to her surgeon.
Now, just a minute, Miss Boland. I want you to tell me exactly what you mean, simply and clearly.
Well, from what I understand, Miss Davidson and her boyfriend Russ Weaver had an accident outside of Ravenswood. She needed major surgery. Her boyfriend got in touch with Vince Cardello in Chicago. A few hours and $25,000 later, Mr. Weaver had a surgeon, Lori Davidson had her operation, and we've got our item in the loss column. Actually, it's a loan.
Oh, that's too bad.
About the loan?
No, about Miss Davidson's accident. Will she recover?
I heard she might be paralyzed. But Vince Cardello got her the best surgeon money could buy. Lucky for her. Not so lucky for her boyfriend. He's got to make good on the loan.
Well, I'm quite sure his main concern is her. Will she be all right?
I thought that Lori Davidson and Professor Mason put you through the ringer.
They did, but that was a legal matter. Business in a sense. But I never like to see anyone get hurt in a bad accident, whoever they are, especially when they're so young.
From what I gather, Russ Weaver is the only one that knows about the loan from Chicago.
Well, her father certainly wouldn't have approved of it, and neither would she, for that matter. I wonder what Scott Davidson would do to keep this information from getting out, especially in the light of his past troubles. Possibilities are intriguing, Miss Boland. Very intriguing.
Better.
Francis! Norm! Boy,
poison tip, no doubt.
What are you doing here?
Well, buddy, I thought you might be lonely.
I've been getting along splendidly without you, thanks.
Hey, where are my posters?
In the closet.
You jerk, they're probably gonna get all wrinkled.
I almost censored them with a magic marker.
Oh, then you ran out of ink, right? Will you look at this? Of course I have it.
Yeah, you enter the room, see textbooks, and reach for a beer.
Actually, I think it's your face that does it to me.
You know, life has been quite pleasant without your verbal potshots. Now why are you back?
Oh, to see if you campus sweethearts are left behind?
That ought to take about 15 seconds. What then?
How's Becky?
I saw her yesterday. Told her about Lori.
What have you heard?
Well, you must have known about the accident.
You had bits and pieces here and there. Fill me in.
Oh, some more. I ran Russ and Lori off the road. Russ is all right, but Lori's being operated on. It's a lower spine injury, you know. That's very delicate.
You're alive.
What?
That's amazing.
I'd say it's a miracle.
Certainly not what you'd expect.
Anybody home?
Oh, hi. Come on in. Hi. Oh, it's so good to see you guys.
Oh, I brought you some flowers, look. And the book, of course.
Of course. Oh, they're lovely, Paul. Thank you.
Sure know how to keep Hewitt on the edge of her seat. Look, 5 pounds of chocolate. Hard centers, the kind I steal from your closet.
Oh, these are my favorites.
You remember me? I brought you a little something, too.
Oh, Russ. Russ, I'm so sorry
Sorry, what are you sorry for?
for messing up your life.
Nobody's messing up my life. I'm living it just the way I want to. How you feeling, huh?
I've been overjoyed just watching Lori wiggle her toes. Come on.
I never thought I'd be happy to hear someone wiggling their toes.
I've got something to say to all of you. Something that was flashing through my head when I was trapped in the car. I didn't know if I was going to live or die. And I was afraid. Not for myself, but I was afraid I'd never get to speak to any of you again. I wouldn't have the chance to tell you how I really felt about you. And that scared me more than anything. After the operation, though, I had plenty of time to think about what I would say. You mean so much to me. I don't know what I would have done without my friends, my family. Most of all, Russ. I love you. All in very special ways. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Laurie.
You're really something, you know that? Listen, you better get better quick or I'll have to ask Frances Miller to be my roommate.
Thanks for coming.
Come on. Let's go. Wait out in the hall. We can come back later.
Good idea.
Miss Davidson, would you mind if I stay with Lori just for another minute?
No, that's okay.
Okay, thanks.
We'll wait in the hallway, honey.
Laurie, let me know what you think about the book.
I will.
And listen, better not be any candy left when I see you next time. I'm on a diet.
Thanks. You're the best friend a girl could have.
I love you, Lori. And always will.
Russ, I don't deserve someone as good as you. I can't ever repay you for all that you've done for me.
You've already repaid me more than enough.
The doctor. Russ, how did you get Dr. Melville to come here? Who'll pay his fee?
I will.
How?
Listen, don't you worry about that. Matter of fact, it's already been taken care of.
Russ.
Listen, having you back together in one piece is all that's important. I've got you. You've got me. I got a little duck friend here. Nothing else matters.
So Vince paid Melville $25,000 for Miss Davidson's operation.
Interesting, isn't it? After all your experiences with that family?
Very. What's the doctor know about this?
Nothing. He doesn't even know Vince or where the money came from. But it was all handled nice and legal-like, even down to the outcome of the operation.
You amaze me, Nick. How are we going to recoup the $25,000 then? To quote you, nice and legal-like.
Russ Weaver will pay us back, naturally.
Oh, you're barking up the wrong tree there. He hasn't a plug nickel.
Yeah, but he's still worth something, just because of what he is.
You're going to have to be more specific than that.
Well, first of all, he starts work for us right away. Second, Charlie, this kid is street smart. He's an all-American football player, Mr. Clean. With his ties with the Davidson family and his responsibilities to us, I think he should be very useful to the organization.
And does Mr. Weaver have any idea how well his future is being planned?
No. But he's coming here very soon to have a little chat. Would you care to sit in on our first meeting?
Yes, I think I'd like that. I'm quite sure he'll be very glad to see me again.
Good. And I'm quite sure he'll be very interested in the Junior Achievement Program we've designed for him, too.